I was writing the solution. X is equal to e power 2t, e power 2t, and here c1 is 0 and 0 into anything is 0, plus c2 is 2 by 3 into sine 3t. This is the solution. I'll share a few problems for you to work in the afternoon in the WhatsApp group. You try the problems. If you find any difficulties, you mark that and ask me tomorrow. Next part of the chapter. Solution of non-homogeneous differential equations. Solution of non-homogeneous differential equations. Non-homogeneous means phi of x is not equal to 0. The differential equation is denoted by f of d into y is equal to phi of x. If phi of x is equal to 0, the resultant is called homogeneous differential equation. We find the solution and denote it by yc or xc, whatever the case may be. The same differential equation fd of y is equal to phi of x is said to be a non-homogeneous differential equation if phi of x is not equal to 0. In case of non-homogeneous differential equation, we find one more solution along with this complementary solution. It is called particular integral denoted by yp or pi. This is another solution. Complementary solution is the solution with the involvement of arbitrary constants c1, c2, c3, etc. But this particular integral is a solution without the involvement of arbitrary constants. Yc is the solution corresponding to homogeneous differential equation. This is the solution with the involvement of arbitrary constants c1, c2, c3 and so on. And corresponding to this non-homogeneous solution, non-homogeneous differential equation, we find one more solution. It is called particular integral. It is denoted by yp or pi, and this is the solution with the involvement of arbitrary constants. Here we come across three kind of problems, and for different types we have different methods to find this particular integral. I will tell you one by one. First we take first kind of problems. Type 1. We have three kind of differential equations to study here, in which this is first one, type 1. If phi of x is an exponential term, e power ax or e power ax plus b, or sine hyperbolic ax. Sine hyperbolic ax is an exponential function. It is e power ax minus e power minus ax divided by 2. This is exponential. This is also exponential. Cos hyperbolic ax is e power ax plus e power minus ax divided by 2. If phi of x is an exponential function, then the problem is to be treated as type 1 problem, and particular integral is obtained by phi of x divided by f of t. Particular integral is given by phi of x divided by f of d, and replace d by a. Phi of x is e power ax plus b exponential divided by f of d. This is particular integral or yp, and approach is you replace d by a. Sometimes if you replace d by a, denominator tends to 0. In such cases, you multiply the expression by x and keep the numerator as it is and differentiate the denominator. It is denoted by f dash of t. In this case also, you replace d by a. Sometimes again by substituting d by a, we get 0 in the denominator. In such cases, multiply again by x. X into x, x square, e power ax plus b divided by f double dash d. Replace d by a. And this continues until you get a non-zero term in the denominator. Let's solve a problem. You'll come to know what actually this method is. Problem. Solve the differential equation 6d square y by dx square plus 17 dy by dx plus 12y is equal to e power minus x. What kind of differential equation is this? Homogeneous or non-homogeneous? Phi of x is not equal to 0. Clearly, this is a non-homogeneous differential equation. And what type of differential equation is this? Or what type of particular integral is this? If phi of x is exponential, then the problem is to be treated as type 1 problem. E power minus x is exponential, therefore clearly this is a type 1 problem. First we find complementary solution. This differential equation can be written as 6d square plus 17d plus 12 into y is equal to e power minus x. The given differential equation can be written as 6d square plus 17d plus 12 into y is equal to e power minus x. And its auxiliary equation is 6m square plus 17m plus 12. This is f of d. Auxiliary equation is obtained by substituting d is equal to m in f of d and equating it to 0. This is auxiliary equation. 6m square plus 17m plus 12 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. You can easily solve this quadratic equation. Six m square, 17m can be written as 9m plus 8m plus 12 is equal to 0. 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 into 8 is 72. 6 into 12 is 72. 9 into 8 is 72. Therefore, 17 can be written as 9 plus 8m. Here, take 3m as common factor. As 3m comes outside, what we get within the brackets is 2m plus 3. And here, take 4 as common factor. As 4 comes outside, what we get inside is 2m plus 3. This is equal to 0. Therefore, 3m plus 4 into 2m plus 3 equal to 0. 3m plus 4 is equal to 0 implies m is equal to minus 4 by 3. 2m plus 3 is equal to 0 implies m is equal to minus 3 by 2. That's what I have written here. M is equal to minus 3 by 2 and m is equal to minus 4 by 3. Now write complementary solution. You know how to write complementary solution. Both the roots are real and distinct. Both the roots are real and distinct. Therefore, complementary solution yc is equal to, which rule is applicable here? Rule number 1 is applicable. C1 into e power minus 3 by 2t, that is minus 3t divided by 2, plus C2 into e power minus 4 by 3t, that is minus 4t divided by 3, minus 3x by 2 plus minus 4x by 3. This is 3. This is the solution. This is complementary solution with the involvement of arbitrary constants. Now we have to find another solution, that is called YP. YP are particular integrals. In either ways you can call this. This is always given by phi of x divided by f of t. Phi of x divided by f of t. This is equal to, what is phi of x? E power minus x divided by f of t. F of d is 6d square plus 17d plus 12. And what is the approach? Replace d by a. What is a here? A is minus 1. Replace d by minus 1. It takes e power ax plus b form. Therefore, a is the coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is minus 1. The resultant is e power minus x divided by minus 1 whole square is plus 1. 1 into 6 is 6. 17 into minus 1 is minus 17. plus 12. This is equal to e power minus x. Particular integral is equal to e power minus x, and this is the solution without the involvement of arbitrary constants. There is no C1, C2 here. You make a note of this. For your doubts, you can unmute and ask. Now, general solution. Do not forget to write general solution. General solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. In examination, writing this general solution is compulsory. What is yc here? C1 into e power minus 3x by 2 plus C2 into e power minus 4x by 3 plus yp, and yp is e power minus x. This is the general solution. Is this clear? Unmute and reply. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. You can mark your attendance now. Second problem. Solve d square plus 5d plus 6 into y is equal to e power x. D square plus 5d plus 6 into y is equal to e power x. Is this a non-homogeneous equation? Obviously, yes, because phi of x is not equal to 0. Therefore, this is a non-homogeneous differential equation. Is this a type 1 problem? Yes, because phi of x is
Yes.
exponential. Yes, this is type 1 problem. Auxiliary equation is m square plus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. M square plus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. This is a simple quadratic equation. Everyone can solve this. M is equal to minus 2, minus 3 are the two roots. M is equal to minus 2 and minus 3. Now write complementary solution. What is complementary solution? Corresponding to these two roots. They are real and non-repeated. Therefore, rule number 1 is applicable. Yc is equal to c1 into e power minus 2x plus c2 into e power minus 3x. This is yc. Now, particular integral yp. Yp or pi is always given by phi of x divided by f of d. This is equal to phi of x is e power x divided by f of d, and f of d is d square plus 5d plus 6. Clearly, this is type 1 particular integral because this is an exponential term. What is the approach? Replace d by a. What is a here? Coefficient of x is a. A is 1. Therefore, this is equal to e power x divided by what will be the denominator? 1 square is 1. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 6. That is e power x divided by 12. E power x divided by 12. And do not forget to write general solution. Otherwise, you will lose 1 mark in the examination for not writing general solution. General solution is given by y is equal to yc plus yp, and yc is c1 into e power minus 2x plus c2 into e power minus 3x, and yp is e power x divided by 12. Next one. Solve the differential equation. Solve the differential equation y double dash plus 2y dash plus y is equal to cos hyperbolic x by 2. This equation can also be written as y double dash means d square plus 2 into y dash means d plus 1 into y is equal to cos hyperbolic x by 2. Cos hyperbolic theta is equal to e power theta plus e power minus theta divided by 2. This is a known expression. Cos hyperbolic theta is e power theta plus e power minus theta divided by 2. Here theta is x by 2. Therefore, e power x by 2 plus e power minus x by 2 divided by 2. And its auxiliary equation is m square plus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the auxiliary equation. That can be written as m plus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Right? It is the expansion of m plus 1 whole square. Therefore, m plus 1 is equal to 0 implies m is equal to minus 1. And it is repeated. How many times? 2 times. Therefore, it is repeated again here. M is equal to minus 1 and m is equal to minus 1. M plus 1 is equal to 0 means m is equal to minus 1. Since it is repeated, you write one more times. Both the roots are real and coincident roots. Therefore, rule number 2 is applicable. Therefore, yc is given by c1 plus c2x into e power mx. M is minus 1. Therefore, minus x. C1 plus C2x into e power minus x. Now we write particular integral. Particular integral is always given by phi of x divided by f of d. This is equal to here phi of x is half into e power x by 2 plus e power minus x by 2 divided by d square plus 2d plus 1, or you can write it as d plus 1 whole square. In either ways you can write that. F of d is d square plus 2d plus 1. You can write it as d square plus 2d plus 1 or d plus 1 whole square. This is equal to half into e power x by 2 divided by d plus 1 whole square plus half into e power minus x by 2 divided by d plus 1 whole square. Clearly, these two are type 1 particular integrals because the terms are exponential terms. Therefore, type 1 particular integrals. What is the approach here? Replace d by a. Here, coefficient of x is 1 by 2. Replace d by 1 by 2. Here also, replace d by coefficient of x, that is minus 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equal to half into e power x by 2 divided by, replace d by 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. And 3 by 2 whole square is 9 by 4. Plus 1 by 2 into e power minus x by 2 divided by, replace d by minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. This 4 is exactly divisible by 2 times. And transform this 9 by 2 to numerator. As it comes to the numerator, it becomes 9 by 2 into e power x by 2. Plus, this 4 is exactly divisible by this 2 times. Transform this 2 to numerator, 2 into e power minus x by 2. That's what I have written here. Now write the general solution. General solution is given by yc plus yp. You go through all these problems once again, and along with these problems, I'll share a few problems for you to work in home in the afternoon. You try all the problems. If you find any difficulties, you can ask tomorrow. And tomorrow my class is scheduled at 10:45, right? My class is scheduled at 10:45, but tomorrow at 10:45, I have to conduct an internal for higher semester classes. Therefore, I reschedule it to 7:30 a.m. in the morning. This is clear? I'll take the class at 7:30 in the morning instead of 10:45. Tomorrow at 10:45, I have to conduct an internal for 4th semester civil. So I'll not engage this class. Instead of this, I'll take the class at 7:30 a.m. Is this clear? Tomorrow class is scheduled at 7:30, not 10:45. Okay, let's continue tomorrow. Thank you.